Guess who's back? I'm back. Yep, got a little bit more time before my games are on and my race starts. Wife went to the grocery store to get us a little bit of food. Had to loan the neighbor a cooler. So now we're just going to sit around and I'm going to come back on here and start talking. I'm hoping James does a video today. I want to see a video today with James in it. Seen the one that Grumpy did this morning, and that's what got me on this morning. No viewers yet. Must not see them on, or everybody's doing what I was doing, looking for their games. Well, I'm not going to stay on here long. You guys will see that I was on. I will see what I post. Do a couple minute video. No one's on here talking to me. Then I'll get off and go shoot some pool until it's time for my game to start. Looks like the race is going to start before my game does. So I'll be jumping back and forth watching both. Just everybody know for a proven fact that I am Larry Frost. I am James's biggest troll. I am James's biggest pain in the ass. And I'm going to be a pain in the ass until he does go to jail. He says I'm going to jail. Well, like I said, same cell, buddy. Same cell. And you know me, I can make that happen, James. I'll give the prison warden a brand new 2023 penny, and they will put us in the same cell. Because remember, the Frost pay everybody. We pay them all, buddy. I send brand new 2023 pennies out already. Because we got so much money, we own the government. We own the mints. I get the pennies before anybody else. Everybody getting a brand new 2023 penny. James, you said I put a lot of stuff in your mom's head. Let's be clear as day on this, and I will say it loud and clear to everybody. If you would have been my son, I would have left you nothing. Not a penny. After you've stole from me, treated me like shit, you didn't do nothing for me but live off my money. I would have sold everything and go live in some kind of high-rise apartment building, and I would have a butler. I would have a maid. I would have a cook. And I would never do another damn thing in my life. And the day that I died, I would willed everything to some charity, because I sure would not have gave it to you. So if I blamed your mom, she still owns her properties. She didn't go live in no high rise. She didn't take and throw the trash out. And when I mean trash, I'm talking about you. You are trash. Hi, Bobcat. I was wondering how long I was going to be live before someone came in here and said hi to me. Yeah, I'm just doing a little afternoon video. I was on a minute ago, but I figured there ain't no games on. The NASCAR ain't on yet. So I'll just get on here and speak a little bit more and talk a little bit Let people know about Mr. Vaughn Hilton, as we all know, Stinky. You know, he's always talking a lot of shit about the frost, but he can't whip none of us. He can't prove that we've stole $1 from his mother. He can't prove nothing. Says he worked for the government. Why ain't the government still paying him? Because I'm going to tell you, if you work for the government, you still get paid after you're done doing your job. He quit college. That's why he never graduated. Show me the graduation papers showing that he graduated from the real estate law or whatever he says it is. Show me the paper that shows me he graduated from that class. He might have a paper saying he was in that class. Hell, my kids has got that. So what? My kids also got the ones that says I graduated. Show me your graduation papers, James. The only problem, you ain't got them. Anybody out there in the civilized world, when you get a diploma, you get a GED, you get something very important to you, which all that should be important. Should be in picture frames, hanging on your walls, or in your photo albums. I still have my son's first grade report card and a photo album. Every reward any one of my children have brought home are on the walls in picture frames. I'm proud of my kids, and my kids are proud of themselves because they accomplished something in life more than you have. I'm glad you're a dirt bag scum, whatever you think you are, whatever, because both of my children, my 16-year-old is smarter than you, James. He has more knowledge of life than you, James. I'm going to glimpse over here and see what everyone is saying. Vaughn is clueless about the law. Yes, he is definitely clueless about the law. He says Alice lost everything because of the POA. No, power of attorney did not steal no money from his mother. He did. Over $32,000 came missing up out of the bank account. He's the one that went down there and closed his mom's bank account and tried to open another one with him on top of the bank account, and then her as one of the dependents down below. When you are receiving a Social Security check, you cannot do that. The person's name has to be on the head of the bank account. I know that because my son, Larry, was autistic. He did get a Social Security check. Was my name on the account? Yes, because I am his legal guardian. I am his father. But my name wasn't on top. His name was on top. Just like it's supposed to be because it is his check, not mine. I used it to pay his bills and to feed him and to clothe him and to take care of him, yes, because he is a minor. But it was still his check. Same thing with your mother, James. It was still her check. You got mad because she cried to me and said her bills were not being paid, and her phone was like days with them being shutting off, and I got the bills to prove it. I have proof, James. You shut her AARP off. That is more of her medical insurance. You said well care or Medicare takes care of it all. No, they don't. That shows you how smart you are. And if I did not start your mom back on that AARP right now, you would personally owe about $50,000 out right now because your mom would be in debt with the hospital. Do you understand that? I saved your ass because I respect your mother, not you. You have no respect for me, buddy. You're a piece of shit garbage that they should have threw you out 30 years ago. I have fully respect for your mother. Yes, I am very angry, Bobcat. This shit's been going on way too long. I'm too old to be fighting this little punk boy. I want to live the rest of my life happy and comfortable. And this little boy has to come in and start some shit. If I wanted what his mom had, I would have moved in with his mother. And there ain't a goddamn thing he could have did about it. I could be living on that property right now in her home. Did I? No. Power of attorney is very powerful, James. I could have did a lot. You just don't know. Well, I'm sorry I had to deal with it too, Rachel, but to keep a 90-year-old woman from being put in a nursing home and dying there, I wanted her to die around her family. I wanted her to die in her own home where she felt comfortable. Who wants to die around strangers? I want to die around my family. And that's what I was making sure Miss Alice was around for. I was making sure she is not going to no nursing home. I told the judge, the lawyers, and everybody that. I don't care if I had to divorce my wife and move my wife in with her. There was no way in hell that Miss Alice was going in any nursing home. Rachel, I think when you really love somebody, you do the right thing. And Miss Alice was very important to me. I've only known her 15 years. She treated me decent. My mom was laying in a hospital dying. She loaned me $1,000 to go there. Get my butt up there as fast as I could. She wasn't worried about the money coming back. She didn't care if she ever got it back. But when I got home, I went to a few places and got the money and I paid her right back. Because I don't like to be in debt with nobody. When I leave this world, I will owe nobody no money. I will owe nobody nothing. Hopefully, everybody respects me and loves me enough to say goodbye, Larry. God bless you. And I'll see you when you get there, when I get there. Because I got friends and I got a lot of family, and I'm hoping I do go there and I get to see all of them. I can't wait till James comes to the pearly gates of heaven. That is going to be my day. That might even be the day I get kicked out of heaven. But James, I'm going to laugh my ass off at you when he says you're shipped to hell. Or you do get in them heavenly gates and your dad beats your ass for the way you treated your mother. Play no games, buddy. The games are all over. You played You played, you wanted to mess around with little Jim. You want to mess around with Ronnie and Marcia. And then you bring my mouth, your name into your mouth. You made the big mistake. I will play for so long, and then I'm going to start getting serious. I'm going to get pissed. And then I don't care. Do you think jail scares me, James? I've been there, done that. I don't care. I'm 58 years old. Half my life's already gone. Do you think I care really about life anymore? My kids are all grown. They're almost all out on their own. I can come and fucking kill you and go do 25 years in prison and I don't give a shit. It's only a thing. I won't live 25 years. If I do, thank you, Jesus, and thank you, God. That's the way I look at it every day I open my eyes. Thank you, Jesus, for waking me up. James, your time is coming. It ain't these trolls that's going to get you. It ain't little Jim that's going to get you. It ain't me that's going to get you. My God will take care of you. That I do know for a proven fact. Can I prove it? No, but I guarantee you it. You know, you can threaten somebody and go to jail, but you can promise somebody something, and there's nothing nobody can do to you about it. So I am promising you, you will get what's coming, James. Might not be this week, might not be this year. You will get what's coming. I hope your kids see videos once they get older because you know they are now old enough to start getting on YouTube and checking all the videos out. They're able to get on there and see who their daddy really is. James, I hope they grow up hating you. You ain't seen them in 6 months except on that computer. That computer is your life, James. That computer was more important than your mother. That computer is more important than your wife. That computer is more important than your kids. News for you. All the ones I said below that are definitely more important than this computer. You want to know how people know things about you, James? You get out here and tell people yourself. And then you get mad when they call you on it. So now you call them trolls. You say you're an army vet. You're not an army vet. A vet means that you did your time. You did 9 months and left. That's not doing your time, James. My dad did 4 years, Germany. How far did you go? Texas? Never even left the United States of America? Jim was over towards Germany. Ronnie Ray did Iraq. Which country did you go to, James? Oh, Texas. Sorry, Texas is not a country. It is a U.S. city. You never left. Oh, I forgot. You were killing pimps and saving hoes in Texas. Why don't we get a hold of the pimps and hoes then and see what they say? You were probably trying to buy the fucking hoes for $5, and the fucking pimp probably whipped your fucking ass for even thinking you're going to get a piece of that for $5. Them are $50 hoes, buddy, not $5. Oh, we forgot. You don't even know what money looks like. You can't count. Remember, I'm the man that's lived in this house for 7 years. paying $300 a month, and I ain't paid no rent, but I only owe 15,000. Ron Combs has been in his house 2 years, and he owns 25,000 to you. That's pretty good adding, James. Pretty damn good adding. So you're charging him about 500 a month, and I'm only being charged $50 a month, huh? Yeah. When you pay the bills here, James, when you pay the property taxes, then you could say something of what's going on around here. You don't pay them. Your mother does. You got caught to pay the property taxes 3, 4 years ago, James, when you were controlling the money. What property taxes did you pay, James? The ones with the houses on them, or the ones that were $37 and $82 that has no houses? It's just a piece of flat land. We both know which one you did. The flat land ones. Fuck the properties that's got the houses, right? The ones that are collecting rent every single month, right? Yes, Bobcat, them were elderly abuse, I know. And he has been turned into the Adult Protection Center. Yes, it was very sweet that she loaned me that $1,000 because my mom was dying on her deathbed. That's what families are supposed to do, James. Help each other, not burn the bridges. You burn the bridges with all the frost. You burn the bridges with all the Hiltons. Todd, right now on Facebook, my Facebook is closed. It's not even on. And no, I have not started accepting friends yet because I'm trying to figure out who is who. I don't want none of you trolls coming in and trying to troll me or people trying to hack me. You guys say, hey, this is Todd from YouTube. Let me know. I mean, because that's kind of things I want to see. I want to know who's who. I'm sorry. You all got fake names. You all say different names. And I got one too, so I can't say bad. Snowman 707. That's me. As you all know, Snowman 606. Ronnie Ray. I will definitely check it. And you're right, Todd. I don't have no fake names neither. I am Larry Frost. I am truthful. You got a question? Ask me. I'll tell you if I can. As you all know, I only made it to the 6th grade, Irvy says. So I'm just learning how to do laptops. I'm just learning. Guys, when I was growing up, we were lucky to know what a TV was. Phones, you know how our phone was? Hey neighbor, you home? You got milk I can borrow? And they can hear you because they were like right next door. I lived in a big city. We wasn't poor, but we wasn't rich. We got by. My stepdad and mom made sure we ate every single day, real food. Then when it come to the age where I can cook and I can take care of the younger kids, that's what my mom and dad did. They let me start taking care of them when I was 12 and 13 years old because I can already cook anything you wanted at 12. My parents taught me stuff. James, I'm sorry your mom didn't teach you how to cook. Your mom didn't teach you to respect anybody. Looks like nobody taught you anything. And that's why you are a dumbass right now. There's people out here that you call trolls. They're trying to teach you things. But you're too stupid to listen. You're too stupid to even understand anybody. During the time of your mom's funeral, you yelled and screamed at all four and five of them. Oh no, you cannot pay for my mom's funeral. You cannot. They will not take your money. They won't take your money. Well, James, they took my money. I paid for that funeral out of your mom's bank account. I bought the flowers to lay across your mom's coffin out of your mom's bank account. I bought the dozen of red roses with the white rose in the middle out of my pocket, not yours, not your mother's, mine. My Aunt Alice was worth a lot more than $85, but she always told me she loved roses, so to me, red roses mean I love you, and the white rose means pure. And to me, Miss Alice was pure. Say they wasn't there, James. Guess what? I got a picture. I got a picture right before your mom's coffin closed. I was there. I was the first one there, and I was the last one to leave. Where was you? Afraid of the guns? There wasn't no guns in that funeral, buddy. I made sure of that. Just 'cause you disrespect your mother, don't mean the Frost did. 'Cause every one of us loved her to death. The only one who did not love your mother's you. And you got videos out there that says that, James. How about the time she said something about the maggots crawling in your pizza box? That's why they took your kids. And you're, oh no, they didn't, Mom. That ain't the reason. James, it is the reason. You called your mom a bitch. You remember? I do. I do. I watched that video one time. And I want to rip your fucking head off from it. Sorry, everyone. Larry does get a lot of emotional problems because, I do love people. I love this world. I love what we have. I just wish all these killings and all this stuff that's going on wasn't happening. To me, that's telling me the end of the world is coming soon. Tell me one thing that you did, James, to show your mom that you loved her. One thing. Show me a birthday cake that you spent your own money and bought her a birthday cake, James. I can show you the one I bought. I can show you the presents too. Show me, James. I come from a show me state. You got to show me. You got to prove it to me, James. You ain't got no proof, then it's a fucking lie. You know it, I know it, and so does these 10 million people that are watching us. Every one of them here knows that you are a scumbag, a piece of shit who used and abused your mother, your wife, your children. You don't want the children, you want their checks. You've already said that. You don't care where they're at, but you want their money. How do you expect them to survive when you're trying to take their money? That is their money, James. How would you like to get one check of Social Security disability and then your kids take your check, James? Tell me, how would it feel? How's it going to feel when your 13-year-old daughter turns 18 and she's dating a 30-year-old man, James? How are you going to feel? Tell you how I would feel. I'd be pissed. I'd be wanting to know why a 30-year-old man is messing with a little 18-year-old girl. You know, you have no excuses for anything, James, at all. You've been putting the truth out there for the last 15 years of how piece of a shit you really are. We see the way you treated her. You got videos with her in it. We see how you treat your kids. We're watching. We see it. We see how you treat your mom. We see it. But you say we're all still wrong? What our eyes don't see what they're seeing, but yours does? Boy, you must be Superman. You must have them X-ray glasses on, huh? I know what I see. I see a piece of shit trash that my Aunt Alice should have thrown out a long, long time ago. The only reason you are still walking this earth is because of your mother. Now your mom is gone. If I was you, I'd watch your steps. Because this is Clay County, Kentucky, and there is a lot, not just the Frost, a lot of people that wants to get a little piece of you. They see how you treated your mom. You're so badass right now. I know there's a woman right now who wants a piece of you too. You want to meet her? I got $1,000 on her. She will stomp you in the ground, James. A girl, a woman, because of the way you treated her mother, the way you treated your mother. We all know you're a piece of shit. So you can keep talking about the Frost all you want. Everybody knows the truth. The truth is out there, James, and that's what you're really pissed about all the way. Because the Frost know how to get on YouTube too. And we can tell these people the truth. They can find out that they've been thinking the right thing the whole long way. Even though you kept saying no, 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 they were all right. You're still a piece of trash. You lie about everything. You know nothing. You can't even add, James. You're telling me you got a degree in selling houses, but you can't add? How are you going to figure out how much money you made by selling that house? How do you even know how much the house is for, James? How do you add the prices up on getting them houses, James? Because you don't know how to add money. You don't even know how to count money. Any day you want to have a war with me on counting money and how to add and subtract and multiply and divide, you let me know. Remember, this is a dummy from 6th grade. You should be able to beat me real good. I got $5,000 that says you can't beat me in math. And the only thing I know in math is $1 plus $1 equals $2. I do know that. That's all I know. Want to get together with me? You want to have a math test? Bring your $1,000. I got mine. You bring 1,000. I'll bring 5,000, and I'll match yours, James. You win. You take my 5,000. I win. I take your 1,000. I'll even make you better, James. I'll bring my 5,000. You don't even have to bring no money because I know you're a poor little bitch. Bring your computer. Bring your computer. Put your computer up against my $5,000 on a math quiz. Me and you. No, he has not paid no money back. He has no money to pay back. He's telling everybody he never stole no money out of her account. And I know better. I know what was in the account when she got out of the hospital. I don't know if you all remember, she wrecked her car. Miss Alice went down to the bank and took little over $30,000 out of her safety deposit box and put it in her account. And I went in there after smoking my cigarette and says, "How's everything going, honey?" She goes, "Everything's good." I was like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I took some money out of my safety deposit. I'm putting it in my bank account for I can go get me a new car." I was like, "Miss Alice, I'm sorry to tell you, you are not buying a new car. If you're going to buy anything, you're going to buy yourself a chauffeur. You are now 89 years old. The state of Kentucky are now taking your driver's license. You will never drive again, honey. You need a chauffeur. You're going to be a Miss Daisy. You're going to have somebody drive you around and take you wherever you need to go. And, honey, I volunteer. I will be happy to take you anywhere you need to go. Anytime, anywhere. That's the way I am with her. Any place. If she wanted to go to Hamilton, I'll take her to Hamilton. She wanted to go to Kentucky, Tennessee to see her sister, I take her to Tennessee to see her sister. She needed to go get her hair done, I took her and got her hair done. I'm the man that sat in the car for an hour and a half waiting for her hair to get done in the hot, blazing sun because I love her and I was respecting her because she is one of my elders. She was a very special person in my heart and in my brain and my family. You will not hear one family member in this whole family talk bad about Alice Hilton. She was a great woman. Yes, the police has been notified. So is the state agency, so is Social Security, the banks, everybody's been notified. But nothing's been done about it. That's fine. I ain't gonna worry about it. She is now gone. He can't get no more money from her. He can't take nothing else from her. She will rest in peace where we laid her in ground, which I know her soul and her heart and all that is not there. The only thing in that grave is her body. Everything else is sitting up in heaven waiting for me to come up. She treated me more like her son than her nephew, great nephew, whatever I am to her, because she knew I loved her, I respected her, and I give do anything to help her do anything. And that's what family are for, to help each other, especially when they are in need. Uncle Little Jim can call me right now and say he needs something. I will jump out of this bed and head that way. Ronnie Ray needs anything, I'm glad to go over there and help him in any way I can. And that goes to any other family members. That ain't just the Frost family. That's also the Bishops, the Callahans, the Davisons, the Brocks, the Couches. I keep going. They're all around us. James talks about the Frost. He's not a Frost, he's a Hilton. Everybody living around him carries the Frost bloodline. We have the Frost bloodline in them one way or another. If it ain't through the blood, it's through the marriage. And he wants to know why nobody likes him here in Clay County. He wants to know why he can't get good lawyers and good judges in Clay County. As far as I know, we could be related to the judge. Don't know. Down here, you do not know. I don't know how he weaseled out of getting away with that 30,000. I have no idea. He could have told them that hey, he was in control of her money and he spent it on his house and he just took it out of her account. And I mean, he did buy a brand new refrigerator. He did buy a brand new stove that he paid $10,000 for and had them deliver it, and then threw away the refrigerator and stove that was in the trailer instead of putting them out in the garage and cleaning them up and throwing them in one of the other houses that because they both worked because he wanted a black set. He threw them away and spent $10,000 of her money for a refrigerator and stove that are black. Did I ever spend any Alice's money on the property that I live in? Yes, I did. I She paid for the gravel, $387. 12, what do they call it? 12 ton of gravel, I think it was, or 12 yards. I forgot if they call it by the ton or by the yard. Yeah, the banks won't release too much information on her bank accounts because of all the opening and closings that he kept doing. So it's really hard to figure out what was going on with her money. And then when the bank called me or called her and said that we are closing your bank account, we received your Social Security check, but we are not depositing it in your account because your account is closed. If you want to come down here and get your check and go cash it somewhere, we will hold it until you get here. That was in January. I went down there. I took her with me. We got her check. She cashed it. She went over there and paid the property taxes on all the houses. I took her out to eat with my money. She went and made sure all her other bills were paid. After that, me and her went to Corbin, Kentucky, and we got her Social Security all situated. And instead of her having a check sent to any bank, she had it sent right to a green card that Social Security provides for people that don't have bank accounts. In the middle of February, Miss Alice called me. Larry, my green card's here. I went over there. I sat down. Me and her called the green card in. We put a password on it, and I handed it to her. She goes, "No, Larry. No, 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 no. You're not giving me the green card. I don't trust my son. Take the green card home with you. I know you will be responsible. I know you will take care of my bills." And that is exactly what I did. James, you said I stole it. Besides my wife, I also have two eyewitnesses what happened that day. Do you hear me? I got eyewitnesses. Do you? Do you got me on camera stealing it out of your mom's purse? Do you got me on camera beating your mom up and taking her green card? Do you got me on camera trying to convince your mom into giving me the green card? No. I got proof. Two eyewitnesses. Your mother handed me that green card and told me to take care of it. Your mother's lawyer, James. I went to see what was going on with your mom at that courthouse. That lawyer walked up to me and it said, "Who are you? Do you know Alice Hilton?" I was like, "Yes, she's my great aunt. And I want to find out what's going on because her bills ain't being paid. And I hear this is supposed to be some power of attorney court date thing. So I came here to see what's going on." James was fighting for power of attorney. The judge did not want to give it to him. The lawyers did not want to give it to him. So I have two choices: walk out of that courtroom and let it go, or do I sign a piece of paper and say I want to file for guardianship of Alice Hilton? We all know what happened. I signed that piece of paper. Then I went down in the courthouse, down on the lower floor, and I signed another piece of paper saying for a $10,000 bond that I would not steal or take any of her money, that I will be truthful and watch everything that is being spent. When I came home, I bought a tablet book. Every penny that went out of her account was wrote down. Every bit of food that I bought her house, wrote down. Every time she took me and the wife out to lunch, wrote down. Every time she gave me money for gas for something, wrote down. Every time I took her to get underwear from Walmart, wrote it down. And kept all receipts, people. I kept all receipts. The lawyer, that's what took the lawyer so long. I have 3 book bags. You know, kids' book bags, the big ones, 3 of them completely full with receipts for 2.5 years. Everything from her getting a candy bar to her getting her hair done. I had a receipt. I would not leave somewhere without a receipt. Your receipt machine ain't working. Do me a handwritten receipt. Because, like I told everybody, I have to prove where that money went. And I got proof. I did it the right way. Carrie, are you known as Carrie on Facebook? If you are, I will accept it. Todd, same for you. If you come on Facebook saying you're Todd, then I will definitely accept you. I just, people that's got these odd names, I don't know if you guys are on here with me and you guys want to talk. I would love that. But with you guys coming in here with funny names and then coming over Facebook and trying to friends me, I don't know who you are. You kind of got to let me know who you are because I get 50 friends requests every single day. And that ain't even from YouTube. That's from people that knows me from Toledo, people that knows me from Florida, people that knows me from Arizona, people that knows me from Tennessee. I mean, people that I don't even know trying to get me friends. So, I mean, that's why I say, let me know who you are. That way I know exactly who everyone is. You're right. I have exactly 250 friends on that account, Todd. As you all know, I do have 3 or 4 different accounts. But if you look at the picture, it's all the same big old ugly man with the big old beard. I use Facebook just to get on to say hi to family and keep in touch with my kids. I use Messenger a lot too, Carrie. People, I still got girlfriends from the time I was 16 years old. I'm still friends with them girls. A lot of people say, "Well, how can your wife let you be friends with your ex-girlfriends?" She don't care. She loves me. She knows I'm not cheating on her. I don't plan on cheating on my wife. My ex-girlfriends are exes for a reason. And I tried to break up with them where we ain't fist fighting and trying to kill each other and trying to destroy each other. We just knew we didn't make it. We couldn't make it. We wasn't compatible and we went our own ways. That's how life's supposed to be. If you're not compatible with the one you're with, then go. Find somebody you're compatible with. At least that's the way I look at it. Any of y'all like NASCAR on here? Oh, Todd, that is a definitely. That is a definitely. Secular opinion is on my friends list. Hate to tell y'all, I don't know if y'all know it, and I don't want to get Secular in trouble. He is the first one to talk to me when I finally was able to get on here with my phone, and I was trying to say something about Irvy, and he responded to me about what I was saying. And then a couple days later, he sent me a friend's request on Facebook and told me who he was. We got on Facebook and we talked. And then he put me on a live channel with him. And then me and Ronnie Ray and him and Jennifer and all of us started going live. Now I ain't using secular opinion. I ain't using nobody. I'm live on my own. I can still read even though I made it past the 6th grade. Some of the big words kind of confuse me, but that's fine. I do good for a 6th grader, he says. Todd, when I get done talking here, I am going to write your name down. And if that is your real name and you do have a Facebook account, I will tap on to you. That I can promise. Because I do like the stuff that you've looked up on the Frost name in our family tree. I do have most of that stuff too, and I can even take you further back. Thank you. I will definitely get the message. I mean, I'm not here to lie to nobody. I ain't here to start problems with nobody. I ain't here. I don't need no trouble. Like I said, I got my own family to raise. I got 2 kids out there making me a grandpa. I got 2 more getting ready to go out there and start making me a grandpa. I want to sit and retire and lay around with my wife and do nothing all day. Maybe travel across the United States. Maybe stop and see some of you friends. I want to go see the Statue of Liberty. I want to go see Mount Rushmore. I'd love to see the Grand Canyon. I'd like to see the California coastline. But when it happens, it happens. First thing and my most important thing in my life are my children, and I have to make sure they're raised and took care of and they're settled before I do anything in my life. I don't know about you guys, but my life was put on hold when my kids are born. My life went to a straight stop because I knew that I wasn't able. I could still drink. Don't put me wrong. I could still run to the bars every goddamn night if I wanted to. But that $20 and $30 you're spending in the bar, you could be spending it on your kid. Do you think your belly was more important than your kids' belly? I don't. You made them. You take care of them. Hey, I went back to 13 again. That's doing good. I don't know if y'all heard, I did hit 100 viewers last night. Or 100, I hit 100 last night. Mr. Todd helped me make 100 last night. 100 subscribers, that's what it was called. Todd made my number 100. Thank you, Todd. I'm not trying to be popular. If I become popular, then I'm popular. If I'm not, I'm not. I don't care. I just want the truth out there. This Frost family is very good people. Vaughn's the bad one. We don't steal from people. Vaughn does. We don't lie. Vaughn does. Well, looks like the wife's coming in from the grocery store. I need to get off of here before she yells and screams at me and tells me to help her bring some food in. So we will talk to you guys later. Maybe I'll do a video tonight. I don't know. If not, I'll see everybody Monday morning because I'll be on here. Love y'all. Be good. Have a safe day and enjoy it.